Good afternoon, everyone. How is everyone doing? Welcome to this session on System Center Operations Manager. My name is Prasad. My team is on point for several products in the System Center suite. System Center Operations Manager happens to be one of them. How many of us in the room here use SCOM? Can we have a quick show of hands? Fantastic. We clearly love this product. And can I have another show of hands for how many are on SCOM 2019? Okay, few of us. How many on 2016? And 2012 R2? Okay. Thank you. In this session, we'll talk about SCOM 2019 and what's coming next, what we've been working on since we released SCOM 2019. Besides me, I also have Hitesh, who will take us through all the SCOM 2019 advancements. He'll also take all the tough questions that you guys have. We also super excited to have two speakers from amongst you. We have Peter from SAP and Christoph from BWin. Both of them run extensive SCOM estate in their respective large organizations. And so we'll have the wisdom of the practitioners in this session. System Center Suite, as you have known all these years, provides the complete set of data center management tools that you need to run your on-premises data centers. You have come to depend on these products for all these years to run your data centers. With System Center 2019, we released another LTSC, or the long-term servicing release of System Center. LTSC release, as many of you would be aware of, is supported for 10 years by Microsoft, which means the products that you're dependent on all these years, you can continue to depend on these products for another 10 years with the LTSC release. In terms of System Center releases, we have had System Center 2016 and 2019. The 2019 release was made in March earlier of this year. Now, we clearly understand how important it is for you to get continuous support as you run your critical businesses and your data centers on these products. So for System Center 2016, we have been releasing what we call as update rollups. These update rollups are released every 6 months, as you can see from the last line on the slide. The last release that we just made of the update rollup for 2016 was in September, and we have settled on a cadence of 6 monthly update rollups. Now, these update rollups address functional issues reported by all of you so that you continue to get these products updated at a regular interval. Right? So we understand that you need this support at regular intervals. Now, coming to System Center 2019, the latest and the greatest of these releases, the first update rollup for System Center 2019 will be released in the first quarter of next calendar year. And we will then settle on a 6 monthly update rollups to the System Center 2019 product as well. Now, one difference that I would like to point out here is, for System Center 2019, in addition to just functional issues being fixed, which is what we've been doing for the System Center 2016 URs, we are addressing feedback that you have been sharing over user voice and other forums as well. So come quarter one of next calendar year, when we release System Center 2019 UR1, there'll be new features and new value in your hands that you can deploy and start using. So you can continue to depend on these products as we continue to support this through update rollups for both 2016 and the 2019 product. Now, as all of you know, System Center is the on-premises management tools. From Microsoft, we have also released SaaS versions of a lot of these capabilities. And so there's often a question about, do we continue to use System Center, or do we now migrate to SaaS versions of these solutions? And our position on this is that you can continue to use System Center and augment that further by using management services in Azure. So for example, you can use Data Protection Manager for your on-premises short-term retention needs and continue to use Azure Backup for your long-term retention, getting away from tape backup, right? So Central IT can continue to retain control by using the System Center management tools, while you can enable Azure management services in your environment and enable your application teams to get greater control of their applications. Another question that we often get is with regards to System Center and Windows Admin Center. Which one do we use, right? System Center is clearly positioned, has been positioned all these years as the data center management product. It operates at a data center scale. So when you're deploying Windows Server at scale, managing a large number of Windows servers and Linux servers at data center scale, System Center is a suite of products that you would use. Whereas when you want to drill down on a specific Windows server, troubleshoot a specific Windows server, that's where Windows Admin Center comes in. Windows Admin Center is clearly reimagination of inbox management experiences that were there earlier in Server Manager and other MMC tools, and is doing great in terms of adoption and deployment. And that's how we clearly position Windows Admin Center and System Center. Now with that, let's dive into Operations Manager, starting with 2019 and what's coming next. Hitesh will take us through that.
Thanks, Prasad. Okay, folks, so I'm Hitesh Sharma. I am a senior program manager at Microsoft. Primarily, I work on Operations Manager. So let's get started with SCOM. You folks excited about this? Awesome. Okay, so most of you present in the room today would be using SCOM for a very, very long time, and you would be used to the product by now. That does not mean that we can't make it better, right? So primarily, we continue to invest in the core data center management capabilities. This is very fundamental in nature, but at the same time, we understand that it is important for all of you in the room. On the other hand, we also continue to invest in the next generation of capabilities of SCOM, which is moving towards the hybrid cloud side of world. We want to keep SCOM relevant to the technology evolution, and those of you who are now deploying resources in Azure and want to monitor them with SCOM, we are making SCOM just the right product for all of you. We'll talk more on this as we move further. So now, let's talk about some of the existing capabilities in SCOM 2019, which we have made much better for all of you. So most of you who are present in the room today and who are actually SCOM operators, so you have an accountability of keeping your respective businesses running. And in order to do so, we have now made the web console much, much user-friendly and efficient for all of you. You can now create your own dashboards in the web console. And these dashboards, you can create according to your own needs. Nobody needs to dictate, okay, you can only have these 4 widgets or 5 widgets in them. You can use the custom widgets and do whatever you want with them. Apart from this, you can also make use of these SCOM REST APIs that we have exposed. So you can get any visualization of your choice. These could be third-party visualizations, and get the SCOM REST API, get the data, and create whatever graphs you want, which actually helps you to get your job done fast. And you can try this out today itself. It's actually available in SCOM 2019. Okay, so now let me talk about a very, very subtle but important change that has actually been appreciated by most of you over emails and over several connects that I have with the customers. This is the alert management change that we have done for monitors. Let me show this to you with a small demo. I'll just switch this. Okay, we're good. So before I dwell into the demo, let me tell you what exactly we have done. sometimes the software must take care of human errors. And that's, in one word, in one sentence, that's exactly that we have done here. So if by mistake operators overlook some of the alerts which are on monitors, like this one that you see on the screen, and now by mistake I close this alert, or I try to close, I actually get this error. Not sure how much is the visibility at the back, but I'll read it for you. The current alert cannot be closed as the monitor which generated the alert is still unhealthy, which means we have not solved the problem. So that's why the product is now inhibiting you from closing the alert. What will happen now is that it will go to this new dashboard, which is called the alert closure dashboard. So you see this alert now in list here, so that you can see the list of all the alerts which you tried to close but could not close. So what is the workaround? So the workaround, or I would say a best practice, is actually to reset the health from there. The moment you reset the health, the alert will go away, but it will again reappear because the monitor is still unhealthy. All right, so let's move forward. Now let's switch gears a bit and talk about Storage Spaces Direct. How many of us use Storage Spaces Direct in the room? Okay, a couple of us, that's okay. I'll enlighten the rest of you about the good stuff about Storage Spaces Direct and what we have done in SCOM to make it much better for all of you. So Storage Spaces Direct is an amazing piece of technology from Microsoft, which actually enables you, all of you, to deploy scalable and available, highly scalable and highly available software-defined storage, which is actually a means to deploy hyper-converged infrastructure. Hyper-converged infrastructure in itself is growing at a great pace. The market is growing at a very great pace. And perhaps that is because of the less total cost of ownership that it offers in managing and deploying your infrastructure. Now, once you have deployed a S2D cluster or S2D clusters, there will be a need to monitor it. SCOM has been your monitoring tool of choice over so many years, and it should be no different for Storage Spaces Direct. We have enhanced the existing management pack of Storage Spaces Direct to now monitor all the levels of a S2D cluster, all the way up from physical disk to file shares. Let me now show you a small demo of how S2D actually works, how the monitoring actually works in SCOM. For this one, folks, I actually have a recorded demo. I can do a live demo also, but because of two reasons, we are doing a live recorded demo. One is because of the zooming capabilities. The font is very small, so we have pre-processed the recording to zoom in and show good stuff out of this. And the other one is the network. We don't want the network to be shaky and lose time on it. But if you want to try it out, actually, you can come to the booth and play around with it. Okay, I'll pause this in between just to explain few stuff. So as you can see here, these are the two S2D clusters that we are monitoring, and these are, as of now, in a critical state. Now we'll see what all alerts are there for the unhealthy cluster. Now this alert actually shows you that one of the node is down, and that is why the cluster is unhealthy. And we'll get to the root of it. Now we have reached the storage pool. So if you can see clearly there, you have storage subsystems, which are your clusters, and then you have storage pools. So storage pools monitoring was not there earlier in the older S2D management pack. We have added it new. We'll now move to storage nodes. This is also a new capability that is added in the new S2D management pack. Let's see the performance of one of the nodes. Now these are familiar performance figures that you would see for any other SCOM monitoring. You would see CPU usage, IOPS, and all the other things. Now let's move to physical disk. I'll pause it here to explain you a bit better. Physical disk monitoring for S2D was there in the earlier management pack also, but it was not this detailed. It would not show you what is the media type, what is the cluster, and these things. So now it shows you all of that stuff in one view. So that's one enhancement that we have done over the older management pack. Last, let's come to the CSVs, or the cluster shared volumes. So now when you see the performance of these volumes, you can see all the familiar stuff, IOPS, free space, and all the other things. And this is the dashboard that we have created for S2D. We also plan to create a similar dashboard in the web console in future. Okay, let's move forward. And you can also see the performance metrics as you see from this dashboard itself. Okay, so now it's time for a customer success story. We have Peter from SAP. He will walk us through SAP success story with SCOM and why did SAP choose to upgrade to SCOM 2019. Over to you, Peter.
Hello, good afternoon. How are you doing? My name is Peter Wolprecht. I'm Global Service of SCOM at SAP. I have been working for SAP more than 20 years as a principal consultant. Last 10 years, I was focusing on Ops Manager, automation, and orchestration. I'm a member of IT Client Services. SAP is an innovative company, and we run our services using latest technology for nearly 100,000 employees located in more than 140 countries. Our infrastructure required our services required complex infrastructure. And the largest infrastructure is consuming by 12,000 people per day. It's Citrix, which provide XenApp, XenServer, XenDesktop, and VDI. Each day we have more than 18,000 employees remotely connected via direct access. Several thousand servers are hosted on virtualization infrastructure on more than 300 hosts, Hyper-V and SXI in more than 200 locations. For IT client services, we provide 5 petabyte storage capacity on NetApp storage with 100 nodes in more than 50 locations. We must be sure to monitor such complex infrastructure. SCOM is our primary monitoring solution consumed by 25 internal customers who run and provide services to our employees. To monitor such complex infrastructure, we run 3 SCOM management groups: development, test, and production. As you can see on the map, the SCOM management servers in production are located in 4 data centers. Productive landscape has more than 500 customer base and internal developed custom management packs. We monitor more than 140,000 items, 300 Windows and Linux servers, more than 400 Xen servers for Citrix infrastructure, more than 300 virtualization hosts, 60 NetApp clusters, and much more. How we can achieve to monitor such complex infrastructure, constantly changing at any time? For us, it is only possible to be done by highly automated monitoring landscape. Monitoring and routing can be configured via self-service portal based on Microsoft SharePoint and React technology. In monitoring area, customers configure Windows Service, Windows Event Log, Windows Performance Monitoring without SCOM console. Email, text message, incident ticket routing, is configured via self-service portal for each management packs, alert, and resolution state. Customer can configure monitoring and routing without interaction SCOM team. New customers are automatically onboarded to monitoring service, including SCOM user role creation, importing and sealing management pack for views, groups, and overrides. Customer can configure everything by his own. Our goal is to make monitoring and routing simple to use, lower cost, increase the agility, and customer transparency and responsibility. Our fully automated monitoring solution is tightly connected to Ops Manager 2019. We have evaluated, tested, and we are using some of the new features. Some of them are more important for us. With better alert management of monitor, we would not have incident which happened when new alert was closed by support organization. System crashed because of storage failure. This was one impulse for us to upgrade to 2019. With enable service logon, Microsoft finally increased security, follow the best practice to disable interactive and remote session for service accounts. And with Azure Monitor, Azure MP, we can keep and use existing processes which we have in the SCOM and use them for monitoring resources which were already migrated to Azure. With all that said, I can fully recommend to upgrade to latest version 2019, and I can also prove that Microsoft constantly improves his product. That's all. Thank you.
So thanks a lot, Peter, for enlightening all of us with your success story and why did they upgrade to SCOM 2019. I really like the tone of it. Microsoft finally increased the story. We'll try to make this finally a little bit less, and we'll do constant improvements on the security side of things going forward, folks. Okay, so let's move forward. Moving forward, now these are the new enhancements that we are doing on SCOM 2019. They would see the light of the day very, very soon in Q1 of 2020, which is just there. So let me talk about the improvements in the patching experience of SCOM. How many of us are SCOM administrators in the room? Wow, all of you. Okay, this slide is actually for you. Okay, so as of now, as of today, you know that updating SCOM is a 3-step process. You first patch the management server, and then next you either run the DB scripts yourself or pass it on to a DBA team who have sufficient privileges to run it, and then import and update the management packs manually. Now this and I believe this is not the right and ideal upgrade and update experience for a large-scale enterprise product like SCOM. So we decided to make this easier for all of you. Starting SCOM 2019 update rollup 1, you just need to click one file. The moment you click this file, awesome, yeah, claps, shouldn't wait, man, keep them coming. Okay, so once you click on that file, you will have a new UI which will do everything itself. You just need to sit back, relax, and let the magic happen. Okay, so with this, the important part is that now everything is in your hands. You totally own the update experience. You will possibly don't have any dependencies unless there is a compliance requirement and stuff like that. From our end, we ensured there are no dependencies in your update experience. Let's move forward. So Microsoft Azure needs no introduction. We know that all of you continue to invest in the on-premises tools and infrastructure. And most of you, if not all of you, are now also leveraging the cutting-edge services of Azure. Now this strategy, and it's a good strategy, it enables you to be more flexible and efficient, but it also arises a need for a single pane of glass monitoring solution. SCOM is this single pane of glass, and Azure MP makes SCOM this single pane of glass. Now in SCOM, you can continue to monitor your on-premises workloads and infrastructure, and now you can also monitor, get the alerts from Azure Monitor, get the performance data from Azure Monitor, get the metrics from there, and actually generate native alerts in SCOM, right? We have done an array of enhancements in Azure MP in the past, and we continue to do so as I speak. So let me just talk about two enhancements that we have done. I'll also show a demo of the same. So the first enhancement is resource group level filtering or resource group level monitoring. So let me take a quick example. Let's say this part of the room are all the SQL guys, right? All the cool folks who are there, right? Okay, fine. They also look cool folks. So now all these folks, they have their separate resource group in Azure, and they have all their SQL servers on it, primarily so that they can have uniform patching experience, they can apply some uniform policies on them, and so on and so forth. Now these folks, coming SCOM 2019 update rollup 1 with the new release of the Azure MP, they can just monitor this resource group, which has all the SQL servers in it, and leave the rest of the things apart, which anyways doesn't concern them as of today, right? So let me just show you a quick demo of the same. Before I show you a demo, we recently did a community tech preview of the Azure MP. Hit this link and you can directly use it now today and give us some valuable feedback. This demo as well is recorded because of the same reasons as I cited earlier. I'll pause it and explain it to you. If you want to play around with this, meet me after the session or come to the SCOM booth, System Center booth, sorry. Okay. There are 3 subscriptions which we have already configured in the SCOM console. This is where you actually create a new template, a new MP template. And this is the previous experience. Let's select a subscription ID and it'll load the resource groups. And this is where everything changed, right? As of today, you don't have the resource group option there. It's just service types. Now you will also see resource groups, and let me quickly show you what it actually does. The moment you select the resource group and click on next, you will actually be able to see the resource groups which are there in your Azure subscription. And now you can select the ones that you want to monitor from SCOM and leave out the rest. And there is further granularity in this. Once you have selected this, you can now select specific service types. In resource group 1, I just want to monitor the VMs. You can do that now. Earlier, it was just the VMs or just your virtual networks or storage accounts and things like that. So this has become much more easier now. Let me show you the HTML5 dashboard that we will be shipping out of the box. Okay. So once you have done all the work in the SCOM console, configured everything, now when you come to the SCOM web console, you can hit subscriptions and you will be able to see all the subscriptions which are there. You will be able to see the active alerts on these subscriptions, and you will also be able to see the Azure alerts which SCOM has inherited via the Azure MP. There is filtering available for you, so you can filter based on the subscription, signal types, state of these things. And now we have also added the affected resource count. And this is very powerful stuff. Let me just show it to you. It will just appear in a moment. Let me pause this here. Okay, so now folks who can actually see this on the screen, I am not sure if the folks at the back are able to see this, but you can always trust me, what I'm saying is correct. So, okay, so for this alert, if you just see the target resources there, you actually see 4 resources. So the same alert actually was triggered on 4 resources, but instead of giving you 4 different alerts, we have actually clubbed them, right? So this is something new that we have done. Let's move further, folks. All resources is a good dashboard view. In this is a holistic view for everything that you are actually monitoring of Azure and SCOM. And again, the same level of filtering is there. So we have created some dummy groups like HR, prod, sales, typically mimicking any company. And that's how you can monitor it and see the alerts for any one resource. Okay, so this was about Azure MP. In the interest of time, let's move quickly forward. Okay, so group managed service accounts, right? Awesome. Keep them coming. Okay, so we actually listened to you. This is a testimony. This was one of the highest voted items on user voice, and this is now this will be available to you in 2019 UR1. So GMSA actually needs no introduction. All of us, including myself, we tend to keep easier passwords or we'll write them somewhere else. Both of this is a security bad practice, right? So group managed service accounts actually provide a good balance between security and usability. Philosophically speaking, there are no passwords, at least as a user input. There is stuff which happens in the backend, but you don't need to worry about it. So as SCOM administrators, you now don't need to worry about changing the password of several of these accounts every couple of months as a compliance requirement or as any other thing in your company. So all of these will support group managed service account starting 2019 UR1. Okay, and there is more to this. Okay, Linux folks in the house. Anybody? Okay, there are a few, that's okay. Microsoft loves Linux. And this is not just me talking. This graphic was actually used in one of Satya's press briefing 4 years ago. And I think it was used to emphasize Microsoft's commitment to open source and Linux. Most of you would be aware that SCOM has been monitoring Linux for 10 years now, much before this graphic was actually there, right? We understand that the world is not all Windows. All of you run your workloads on Windows, and you also run your workloads on Linux. And we are committed to make this heterogeneous monitoring much more performant, much more reliable for all of you. We actually want to make this uniform. So all the good things that you see today in Windows, we want to port them, all of them, to Linux so that SCOM is your tool of choice for both sides of the world. Starting SCOM 2019 UR1, you will be able to see remarkable improvements in the reliability and performance of the Linux agent, especially if you are a big Linux shop, like you run thousands of Linux servers. Continuing on the Linux side of things, this is something interesting that we have done. As of today, those of you who actually monitor Linux in the house, I know there are a few as compared to the Windows guys, but you would relate to this graphic. There is a management pack as of today for each Linux distribution. In fact, there is a management pack for each version of a Linux distribution. So we have now made this easy for you. Starting SCOM 2019 UR1, there will be just one management pack for Linux. Technically two, I mean, depending upon whether you are RPM-based, you have RPM-based deployment or a Debian-based deployment, but usually I've seen it's either of these two, so it'll be one MP. So this will actually benefit both of us. We don't have to manage so many management packs, and you, when a new Linux distribution comes and we say, hey, we are going to support it, here is a new MP that you should import. So that will not happen now. We will update the same MP which is there, the one MP, and you will update it on your end. So this makes life easy for all of us. How cool is this? Okay, keep them coming. I'm also happy to announce that starting SCOM 2019 UR1, we will be supporting Red Hat Linux 8. I was getting an email almost every week on this stuff. Yeah, sometimes the loudest noise wins. Okay, so here's a time for another customer success story. Without wasting much time, let me call upon stage Christoph from BWin. He has traveled halfway across the world to be with us here today. So Christoph, welcome him on the stage.
So, thanks Hitesh. Hi everyone. I'm Christoph, and I'm an infrastructure engineer in the Windows Core Services team at BWin. So bwin is an international online sports betting company, and it is mainly based in Vienna, Austria. And as a part of the GBC Holdings, which is one of the world's largest gaming groups, we have more than 28,000 employees, 20 offices, and more than 3,500 retail shops worldwide. And it's like every company who makes money with online services, we have to ensure that our services and servers are up and running 24 hours a day, 7 days a week, 365 days a year. So all of all, very simple business requirements here. This is the reason why bwin relies on SCOM as a main monitoring system for more than 10 years now. All right, let's jump to the other slide. So on this slide, I'd like to give you a brief overview of our SCOM environment. We're currently using SCOM 2016, but the upgrade 2019 is already ongoing and completed in 2 months. Overall, we have 4,500 monitored Windows servers over 12 or more than 12 countries across the world. Furthermore, we have more than 300 management packs, also from different hardware vendors like HP, Dell, Fujitsu, as well as 17 customized management packs with tons of self-written alerts. So I'd like to give you one short example on this. So we have an alerting in place when a service account was locked out. And normally, our service operations center does not have the permission to unlock this account in Active Directory for security reasons. Via the SCOM agent task, we can very easily enable them to unlock this account via the SCOM console. They do not need to switch the window. Okay. Yeah, enough said about our SCOM environment. More importantly, the top reasons for us to continue this great story with SCOM 2019. There are actually a lot of more great features and improvements we're excited about, but I was told that I only have 5 minutes. So let's start with the first one, enhanced alert management for monitor checks. As already mentioned by Hitesh and Peter, is really a big improvement because in SCOM 2019, it is no longer possible to manually close alerts which were raised by monitor. And in the past, we sometimes missed important alerts because they have been closed, yeah, unfortunately. The next one, Windows Server 2019 and SQL Server 2017 support. bwin is a very Microsoft-driven company. We are always on the latest and greatest. So 1/3 of our servers are already running on Server 2019. And I'm very glad that both versions are fully supported now. The next thing, improvement in agent-initiated maintenance mode. So we have lots of departments which are managing maintenance modes on their own, and they have different ways to enable the maintenance mode. However, by using the agent-initiated maintenance mode, we got a lot of false alerts in the past, so I'm very glad that this issue has been addressed finally. And last but not least, it's really a big thing for us, the improvements in Linux monitoring. So until SCOM 2019, when a management server fell over, it did happen for some reason. Some alerts were recreated, which of course led to duplicated tickets in our ticketing system. So this was actually one of the biggest blockers to not implement Linux clients as of now. Glad to see that this has also been fixed, and we will start to integrate 1,500 Linux clients now into SCOM. Another great feature, the updates and recommendation feature for Linux. So when monitoring thousands of servers, you sometimes even don't know that there's an updated management pack or even a management pack available for a certain workload. And the Linux log rotation features more or less self-explaining and also very nice improvement. So with all these features and improvements made in SCOM 2019, this is really a big step forward for us to get the most out of our monitored clients. And with this, thanks a lot for your attention, and back to Hitesh.
Thanks, Christoph. I'm not the one to blame for your 5 minutes. I'll talk to marketing and try to give you an entire session to you. And it is actually very interesting stuff, the things that they do with SCOM and the diverse deployment that they have. I really hope some of you would get inspired to actually go to SCOM 2019 and make my life easier. Okay, so time for a big recap of SCOM 2019. I'll not spend much time on this slide since we are almost at the fag end of the session. So we have been focusing on fundamentals, as I said in the beginning. We continue to do so. Stuff in the blue is the upcoming things that you will see in update roll of 1. And it's a really, very big thing. I mean, we are doing so many features in UR1. You should totally be there, right? Moving forward, Microsoft and we are a customer-focused company. Living up to our values of customer obsession, we are actually making the monitoring experience for each one of you better, be it the operators or administrators of SCOM. The third thing is obviously Azure. Most of you, if not all of you, I've said this before, I'll say it again, are moving to Azure, at least partially, and we want SCOM to be your monitoring tool of choice for your large-scale infrastructure. This is my favorite slide of the session. I want to thank all the partners who build amazing solutions on SCOM, which actually augment SCOM as a monitoring platform of choice. There are partners who develop solutions from management pack authoring to dashboarding, some of the hardware vendors who actually develop OEM management packs for tight scale integration with SCOM 2019. So this is really amazing stuff. It should keep on happening, and I'm really happy for all the partners, and I thank all of them. Here is the call to action, folks. Last slide of the session, very, very important for all of you. Those of you who want to try out SCOM 2019, have still not tried it out, hit that link. You will get a 180-day trial, and hopefully you will upgrade to SCOM 2019 after that, and after my session. The second one is very, very important. This is your chance to actually help make SCOM awesome. The feedback that you give in this survey actually makes way into the product features that I have shown to you today, right? So with this one, I'll leave this slide open so that you can note down the links and all. We still have 3 minutes for some Q&As, which is a good thing. Last time we didn't have any. And just to bump you up a bit, we have t-shirts for whoever asks a question. Okay. Okay, nice. I forgot to tell you this. One of my punchlines I actually forgot, but good you reminded me of that. So the HTML5 dashboard that I showed you for alert management, that was actually running on Edge Chromium. And it's a very fast thing. Even I'm amazed, I would honestly tell you. You got a t-shirt? Anybody else who wants to know about SCOM? Yes, sir.
Yeah, so any chance you guys are going to start or integrate Power BI with SCOM?
Not an immediate action item, I would say, but there have been talks around this. Possibly, let's speak after this session on what your specific requirements are and why it can't be fulfilled with the HTML5 dashboards that we have, and we might go there. But this is in the talks. Yeah. Cool. Yes, sir.
This is more of an Azure monitoring question. Since we're integrating SCOM data into the Azure monitoring, is there any plans to integrate the knowledge that the alert is forwarding to Azure monitoring from the SCOM alert, as well as the tasks? Is that in the plans to sort of integrate that functionality?
So yeah, if I get your question correctly, you are saying that when we send SCOM alerts to Azure, then do we also integrate the knowledge base which is there with the alert? So actually the thing is, we don't send SCOM alerts to Azure. We actually send the log data from SCOM to Azure. And that's when you can use Azure Monitor to generate alerts on it and use all the good stuff in Azure Monitor. So there is no plan for this. But if you could fill this survey and write it elaborately, maybe we can think about it. Yeah.
Okay.
Check, 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 Mike.
Okay, t-shirts are working. Cool, 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 nice.
So a couple of questions. We had some discussion this morning. Microsoft is still recommend this side-by-side upgrade, which I think is the better way. So that's that. Also, one thing that I wanted to see on 2019 is when you pull out an agent on SCOM 2016 or 2012 R2, all the other versions, you cannot see the groups that that object belongs to. In other words, one agent can be in multiple groups and then in multiple subscriptions because of that. Am I making sense? You cannot, like, you have to run a PowerShell script to see all the groups that an agent belongs to. Yeah, but if they build something into it, then that would be, if it's built into the system, that would be, yeah, I've seen that. Okay.
This is one agent reporting into multiple management groups. Is that the scenario you're talking about?
In multiple groups.
Okay,
Yeah, one agent in multiple groups.
okay.
So to see, as soon as I pull out that agent, I want to see what groups it belongs to.
Got it, okay.
I saw the management.
Okay.
But, I mean, if it's part of the product, I
Sure.
don't want to download them. I have already so many management packs as it is.
Yeah.
So,
So you're asking,
in-
the,
yeah.
I get, yeah, basically what Kevin Holman has done, you're asking that functionality to be sort of inbox is what you're looking
Right.
for. Yeah. Okay, yeah, we'll consider your feedback. Thank you.
Okay.
Thank you.
Again, we can go that side. I think we've been waiting for a while.
Yeah.
So the one-click install, that works for the first management console, but does it work for gateways? Is that a separate one-click install?
So
It's not a problem, I'm just curious.
it'll also work. It'll also work for the gateways.
Like, so
It'll
you
work for
have to
both.
do them in both of them, and then it releases the agents with an update from the management consoles?
It does not update the agents. It actually patches your management server. So there's no agent patching involved in this. No, there's no agent patching in this. Yeah, thank you. And collect the t-shirt, sir. Quick, Jonathan will kick us out of the room, all of us. So we need to be really quick.
Yeah, go ahead.
The U1, the next patching coming out the first quarter of next year
That's right.
with
So,
Linux agnostic bench pack.
yeah,
Yes.
I'm glad to hear that. I was just struggling with CentOS mentoring. I can't find out that has to be the universal bench pack instead of Red Hat. So they come from. Anyway, that's great. Coming off this, I have to say I got a little confused because the Azure monitoring. You know, I talked to some of the people in that group. So they are saying eventually Azure Monitor will take over. And what we do in all this year, I run ManagPack myself. The knowledge has to be integrated into Azure Insight. So here we go. Well, I'm glad to hear all this enhancement, then the product is still very variable. But give me a little perspective, you know, what's the path forward?
I'm not sure I clearly understood your question.
talked to
No, I think his question is around Azure Monitor versus SCOM sort of a thing.
Right.
So
Yeah, moving forward, I learned it appears Azure Monitor is the direction. And they're going to cover all this monitoring and the knowledge, the magic pack we have today will eventually migrate into Azure Insight. It's called Azure Insight in there. But,
Yeah.
but anyway, I want to know a path forward.
Sure,
Give me an
sounds good.
answer.
Yeah. So the power of SCOM is also in the ecosystem of the management packs that have been developed over the years of SCOM. There are a lot of third-party management packs, first-party management packs. We're trying to get to a point with Azure Monitor where we have similar solutions on Azure Monitor, which you can just drop and you would get SQL monitoring, you would get Active Directory monitoring. We're not there yet with Azure Monitor, but that's eventually where we will get to. In the meantime, essentially, and it will be quite a path before we, for the variety of workloads that exist in an enterprise environment where we'll have solutions for that. We will be working with partners to develop these Azure Monitor solutions. We don't have them yet. So that would be eventually the path forward for monitoring.
So it's still okay to continue invest in management pack.
Yes.
Eventually, we can just lift to Azure Monitor. Is that
Well, it's more nuanced than that.
okay?
What we are looking to do is what we have as SCOM artifacts in management packs. Equivalent artifacts for Azure Monitor we would develop, or our partners would develop over a period of time. And you will drop that. So it's not the same management pack,
Okay.
but equivalent functionality is what we would look to do. And that is what would go in the form of insights that you're referring to.
Okay, there will be some kind of path.
Yeah.
Easier for us to keep the knowledge. Okay, all right. Okay, thank you. Appreciate it.
What about that Linux management pack? Will that support RHEL 6 as well, or just RHEL 7 and forward?
So with this 1MP, we are not actually keeping a filter of sorts for not monitoring the older stuff, but it will not be supported by us. So we'll only support Red Hat 8 and above, and yeah, that's it. So we'll not support the older versions with it because it is not supported in SCOM 2019 as of today, but it might work for you. We are not blocking you from doing that.
Okay, because RHEL 7 is still supported by RHEL. RHEL 6 doesn't go end of life till November of next year. There's still a lot of that out there.
Yeah, I mean, I have been hearing this feedback from some more customers as well. But the strategy that we have adopted, especially on the Linux side of things, since there are so many Linux distributions out there, is that once a Linux distribution moves out of its mainstream support from the respective Linux vendor, that's when we actually drop support for it, but not within the product. For example, if RHEL 7 goes out of support during SCOM 2019's lifecycle, at least the mainstream of SCOM 2019 will not drop support for it. You'll still be able to monitor that. And that's why we dropped support for RHEL 6 when we announced SCOM 2019. So SCOM 2016 still supports RHEL 6.
Okay.
Yeah, that's the thing.
All right. Thank you.
Thank you.
Hey, my question is around an 1807 client. I want to go forward with 2019, but I've got Server 2008 R2 systems.
Okay.
And I may not have all of them upgraded by the time D-Day happens. Can you basically have an 1807 report to a 2019 and be supported? I know that it exists. I know coexistence is an ability, but from an 1807 perspective, you're not developing or patching that platform anymore.
Yep.
Like, how do we live now that we kind of went on the SaaS journey and then got kind of abandoned at that level?
Okay, cool. Good question. So I believe other folks would also have similar questions. So 1807 end of life is in January 2020, which is like 2 months from now, more or less. So the ideal thing, what most of our customers have done or others in the way of doing is actually upgrading to SCOM 2019. But there have been certain cases where folks like you who are not able to upgrade in time. So we are looking at them on a case-to-case basis. So I would really suggest you to speak with your respective account managers, and in turn they would get back to us, and we might work out an extended support. But this is not for a longer time. This is not also for everybody. So it will be looked up at a case-to-case basis. But 1807 agent reporting to a SCOM 2019 server, it will not be. It works, but it's not a supported scenario officially. So your support cases might not come through in that case.
So how does a case-by-case basis make compatibility at a grander scale work when I need to call in a support case?
So what we would do is essentially, I don't know what's your time frame for getting off of Windows Server 2008 is. I hope it's an
Well,
accelerated.
the piece that I thought I would have to do is, now that I've jumped to 1807, 2018 R2 is still, or 2008 R2 is still fully supported on 2016. Am I gonna have to build a, a stopgap to mitigate that off, relegate it to its own kind of management group in an older platform to have full support there? I mean, granted, I know I'm talking support on an OS that's gonna be outdated, so.
Yeah.
If we end up getting extended contracts on supportability for that, I still have support on the OS to, try to work
Yeah.
issues. So I'm just trying to figure out.
Yeah, yeah. So that's one way to do it. Essentially, have a SCOM 2016 environment. Alternatively, though officially we would go off support January, but we could look at another 6 months or a year of support, which we have done for some customers.
But how would a 2008 R2 management pack be in 2019 to support?
So you will,
Temporarily.
okay, I don't think,
Sorry to
okay, I think you didn't get that part. So we are not saying that, we'll lift and shift you to 2019.
Yeah.
You will be on 1807 for certain period, which we will have an agreement on. And after that, you will possibly upgrade your Windows Server 2008 R2, what you have in an environment, to a newer version, which SCOM 2019 supports, and then you come to SCOM 2019.
Okay.
Make sense?
It does.
Thank you.
I have a question.
Yeah.
So you guys are promoting Azure Monitor to migrate from on-premise SCOM to Azure, right? So
Again, I couldn't.
yeah, we have a concept of management packs in on-premise.
Yeah.
Is there any plan that you're going to implement the same concept in Azure, like with the toolkit solution?
Yeah, I think I spoke on the previous question, which was on the same lines. We're looking at similar artifacts to be built for Azure Monitor in terms of solutions. What management packs are to SCOM, we're looking at similar solutions to be built for Azure Monitor, which we refer as, if you've had a chance to look at VM Insights, that's the kind of solution that we're looking at. And we'll need to build it out over a period of time for first-party workloads as well as third-party workloads, and have partners build the solutions. So we are going down that path. We're still in early stages with that. Yeah.
Okay, so in SCOM we have that health state for an object. So are you going to retain the same kind of concept in Azure Monitor as well, with a health state for an object?
There is plans. I can't speak authoritatively because I'm not on the Azure Monitor team, but I've heard that there are plans to have essentially a concept of a health in Azure Monitor as well.
Okay.
Cool. Yes, sir.
Yeah. My Exchange admin would like me to perform synthetic transactions for POP3 and IMAP. Do you guys have any way or baked into SCOM 2019 or 16 to do that? Or do you know of something?
The question was about Exchange?
Yeah, to do a synthetic POP3 or IMAP transaction.
Okay.
Log into, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, you can sign into it. Sign into it, verify that there's an inbox, and sign out.
Create a custom monitor based on the output of the script, and use a synthetic transaction to test port 110 to check that it's open as well. What version of Exchange?
2013, I think.
Yeah, it's an unusual scenario, but you can script it and you can get the output to feed into the model.
Okay.
It's not out in the box.
Yeah, nothing.
Okay. Yeah. Personally, we build a SCOM platform. We are not an expert on every management pack, especially not the Exchange management pack. If you could drop us a note, one of us, we can connect you with the Exchange team and hopefully get your question answered.
Okay. Thanks.
Thank you.
Authoring console. Yeah, so we have Visual Studio authoring extension for authoring management packs, and that's our essentially our guidance is essentially to use that for management pack authoring. And of course, there are a lot of partner solutions as well, MP Author.
Yeah, that's one I've played with in the past.
Yeah.
It'd be nice to
No, we're not getting the 2007 one back into SCOM. No.
Yeah.
Yeah. MP author. Yeah.
Yeah, that's free. That's why I said that's my favorite slide on in the session.
Just a quick question. I wasn't sure if it's already been asked or not, but is Azure Monitor supposed to, would it replace SCOM 2019? Is it one or the other?
Yeah, right now our answer is essentially there are some things, for example, your first party or third party workloads where you have a plethora of management packs which exist for SCOM. We don't yet have that for Azure Monitor.
Okay.
So right now our guidance to customers is to use SCOM for things like workload monitoring, for things like application performance monitoring. That's where application insights and there are pieces of Azure Monitor which really do a better job of that. So it's more of a SCOM plus Azure Monitors guidance that we're giving customers rather than saying migrate from SCOM to Azure Monitor.
Okay, because we are migrating from SCOM 2012 R2 to SCOM 2019.
Yeah.
Okay. That's good.
So we're doing a big jump, but the question was, do we go to Azure Monitor? I guess we didn't have a full. Okay. Yeah. Well. Yeah.
Chris is actually our undercover guy in the audience.
An addition. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Makes sense.
Azure Monitor as of today is more suited to more of a DevOps sort of a scenario where developers develop apps and all the development and operations are integrated of sorts, and it really does a good job there.
Okay.
But it will still take some time. I would say a lot more time than to be equivalent to SCOM what it does.
Yeah. To answer your question today, is it possible to move from SCOM to Azure Monitor? Yes, it is possible. But the amount of legwork that you will have to undertake to get same level of functionality, if you are in a position to, if you have the dev resources to actually go do that, yes, sure. But there's not a lot of off-the-shelf solutions that you can go deploy. Yeah.
Right. Okay. Okay.
Cool. Can you close now?
Okay. Thank you.
Thanks everyone.